Hello, hello, hello. Today we're be going over the best destroyer tier list for 2025. This has been highly requested since we've done the battleship and the cruiser. So it's time to do the destroyer tier list for 2025. So we'll be going over every single tier 10 destroyer that is currently in World of Warships, putting them in a tier list for you guys to enjoy. So prepare to see one of your favorite ships either be put on the excellent list or put into the garbage tier. So as you can see here, we have the Euro Supremacy, Excellent, Good, Average slash Niche, the Meh, and the Made to Suffer tiers. So let's get started. Oh, before that, make sure you guys comment your ships if you agree on this tier list as well. Make sure you guys do that as well. So let's get started. First ship is going to be the Haurgumo. Where'd you place that? Honestly, I think it's going to be the average slash useful niche. Main reason for me is going to be because of the fact that one, best research bureau ship to restart every time. Also, great smoke bot, also for tourneys or for clan battles, as well as a great farmer overall. What about you?
Yep, niche is fine. She occasionally sees used during competitive, but for most people, you dump free XP into her so you can reset the line,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of sad because the previous two ships are pretty dang good.
Yep. Hayate, I want to put it in the excellent tier. Ever since that,
Too high.
oh, too high, good, yeah, okay. It's like a hot, like really high on the good though. Ever since that buff and the reload booster, it's really good.
The reload booster is nice, but you're still reload boosting torpedoes, which
Mm-hmm.
is not really reliable to start with.
Mm-hmm.
The gunpowder also isn't that good too. You're still stuck with like 21,000 HP, which is on the lower end for destroyers.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's a nice improvement, but it's not like crazy good or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good assessment there. What about the Shima? I want to put it in the
I would
good tier as
say,
well. It is technically one of the
eh,
best tier 10 port boats in the game.
that, and she's also one of the best scout ships in the game. The issue is that the spotting is nice, but that relies on teammates to take advantage. The torps are nice whenever they hit. So there's a lot of like variance in terms of performance for the Shimakaze.
Mm-hmm.
It you don't really see in competitive most of the time. It's only for like pretty rare cases. So I put her more at average. She's a very comfortable ship to play, and you don't have to think too much compared to the other destroyers. But at the same time, her performance is super volatile. You can have amazing games where you hit every torpedo. You can also just be on the bottom because you AFK'd and literally couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. So moving on from the Shima, what about the Sherman? I honestly want to put it at just good. An
Good.
amazing farmer, good smoke, good hydro, overall good, not average. It's good, like good coal ship as well. So pretty happy with that one.
Yeah. That's fine.
Laffey, I feel like with that burst fire and that heal, like God, that heal is just, and the anti-air. Anti-air is actually really good on Laffey, just like IRL. So I want to put it. I would have
It's
like,
not that good, honestly.
mm, I'll just put it lower end of good.
Good
Gearing,
or
useful,
average, that's
useful
fine.
niche for that
Yep.
smoke. Yeah. What about the Burrows?
Burrows should be, I would say, good, since you have better ballistics than the other U.S. destroyers. You can farm properly, and you have the smoke that lets you disengage whenever you can turn it on and off more easily.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually you can do some open water gunboating, smoke when they start focusing you, and then just turn it off when you don't need it anymore.
I'm gonna put whole as average. I only say
Yeah.
that just because it's a good ship to punish people that aren't expecting it. But if people see in the match and they already know what you're gonna be doing, you're not gonna kill them. Like, yeah, I love this ship; it's amazing, but it's in that same kind of realm where it doesn't do a really good job fighting other destroyers. You can kind of suffer in that regard, and you can Citadel cruisers. You can do a lot of damage. It's a great farmer, but it's not really good at the destroyer role itself. So for that, it's just the average.
That's fine. And you can also justify in good if you're really good at the gunboat playstyle.
Mm-hmm. What about Somers?
She could honestly go into average useful niche, and the reasons you can also argue for good because her torpedoes actually hit, unlike the Shimakaze.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, she has really good. She has amazing smoke if you want to support your allies. Her torps are actually pretty dangerous, and she has pretty good concealment. But
I'll move it up to good.
the main problem with her is just that she has no gunpowder whatsoever. You actually lose against a Shimakaze. That's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on from the Somers. What about Delny?
Mediocre, frowny face.
Yeah, meh. Grozovoi?
As much as I want to like Delny, she just doesn't have that much DPM. Like, she's useful in COTS where survival is more important, but in randoms, that's the lack of firepower can really hurt in a lot of situations.
It does. What about the Grozovoi? Useful, average, just average?
I would say more average.
Yeah. Kaba?
She's a nice jack of all trades, but just doesn't really do anything useful. Specialize in anything useful.
Yeah. Moving on from there, the Kaba. Just
Roundy face.
Yeah.
She has uses in competitive, but she's such a brick to handle. That's the issue. Like, she's a solid gunboat, but she's so brick. Her rudder is 11 seconds. That's how bad it is. And you kind of want her ledge mod just to make her usable. So, yeah, frowny face.
I'm gonna do the same thing with the Elbing. Same. It's just a D in a cruiser. It's essentially a cruiser in a DD slot. Guns are amazing. I love it, but even with the legendary mod, it still has a very hard time still finding other destroyers. And if the Elbing is meh, Z52 just made to suffer. That poor thing has just been obliterated. Poor Z52.
Yep.
That poor thing.
Z52, like, even her Hydro niche is just kind of outclassed by Z42. And before Z42 even came along, just radar makes it way too difficult to use most of the time.
So I'm going to put the first excellent as Hoffmann, because this is what you wanted the Elbing to be. You wanted a versatile destroyer with 6-kilometer hydro. You get that really good AP with. It doesn't get as good as the Elbing with less as like normal ricochet angles, but you can still put out that massive damage as well as getting that signature German HE. So and also good front angles with the two turrets when you're going forward or pushing in. The angles are amazing and has a slight armor on the side, so when you're doing that, it can help ricochet shots or to make it where they don't pin. But overall, that's gonna be my first excellent, just because it's just so much fun to play. It's not gonna be Euro supremacy, but to me, it's excellent.
I put it at good just because that it handles like a brick, which is actually a problem in destroyer fights. The turrets also don't turn very well, which is again another problem in destroyer fights. You also the turret layout I don't think is really that good. You're using the Schultz layout, so you have that awkward middle gun at times. All right. Like, it's a pretty good versatile ship though, so it could justify being excellent.
Yeah. Z42, high good.
Average.
Oh, well, there you go then. Daring. Daring is really good. It's just like slow.
High end of good.
Yeah, it's really. It is really good. It's solid. Druid. I love playing Druid, but like,
Funny face.
Yeah, meh. Cassard.
It's a funny ship.
Yeah.
Cassard would be in good, I would say.
Yeah, it's underappreciated.
So, yeah, you give up a little bit of spotting, but those torps actually hit quite well.
I feel like Kleber is going to be excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, literally French saturation, engine boost, reload booster, strong AP, good HE overall. Almost impossible to hit matrix mode. Yeah, excellent.
and she also has unique upgrades. So she has like 2 different niches in competitive. That's how good she is.
I say the Marceau is going to be good. It's not going to be excellent, and the reason why is that the Marceau doesn't get that as good ballistics of the Kleber. It's forced to be closer range, so I'm going to put it as good. It's not going to be Kleber level. It's going to be Marceau. Kleber also has multiple playstyles with the Legendary mod. It turns into one of the best scouting boats in the game.
Yeah, Marceau is still a very good pick. It's just that Kleber is just really, really good.
All right, moving on is going to be Regolo. I love the Regolo, I really do, but I hate to suffer. Like I don't hate it, but essentially it's going to have the same weakness as Barbiano, so Barbiano's also going to be in here. Essentially, if you don't have someone spotting for you, you're worthless. You have because if you're outside of smoke, you're just a giant target with no French saturations. You're just getting melted instantly, and that's the main problem with it.
Barbiano can be an average. That's fine. But Regolo, the thing is, it's a jack of all trades, but doesn't do anything particularly well.
Barbiano.
Barbiano should be higher. You have insane DPM, so you can still make it work. It's just that you definitely need that spotting, or otherwise you cry in a corner.
I'm going to put Lushun at excellent. It has one of the best shell ballistics in the game for a destroyer. That sucker can, like, farm at 15, 16 kilometers just easily. High DPM, good AP too, good HE. Torpedoes are good. That 5.5 kilometer Hydra to 5.8 kilometer concealment, just mwah, chef's kiss for the ship. And the heal. Even though the heal is slow, if you time it with like your engagements where you start at the start of one and then you're like leaving, you'll be perfectly fine. So I put it excellent.
You have to be careful though. Lushun is very easy to hit. Low top speed, no acceleration.
Yep.
So you have no smoke, so you have to be very careful what you fight. But otherwise, a pretty dang good ship. Lower end of excellent, but still deserves to be an excellent.
Where would you put YY? I'm thinking good, because it has radar. It's essentially it's almost good or excellent because it's like a mini Smaland before the Smaland was a thing. It's just not as good because it has a heal or the engine boost.
It's a poor man's Smaland. It's like not even, like you barely can even say it's a Smaland because unlike Smaland that can actually kill destroyers, YY cannot. Like Shimakaze has a decent chance of outgunning a YY in a fair fight. That's not supposed to happen.
Let's just move this down. All right.
Radar YY it works fine if you have support or you just outskill the enemy super hard. But yeah, otherwise it's like she can be used. I would say just very low end of. No, Shimakaze needs to go down to average anyways. She can be an average useful niche. YY.
Okay.
No, YY can be an average useful niche.
Oh, okay.
Like she just has gun. Like if she had better gun firepower, she would definitely be in good or excellent.
Okay. All right. So time for Gdansk Euro supremacy. Yep. 9 kilometer radar with that super fast cooldown. Torpedo, smoke. Just yeah.
Staple of competitive. Also the ultra sweaty try-hard ship you take in randoms. You do have to be careful though, because Gdansk is fragile if you don't play her correctly.
All right, Smaland, Euro supremacy.
Yep.
Ragnar, Euro supremacy.
Yes, and the reason why they're all up there is because they have very good gun power, they have radar, and they bully other destroyers, and it's not fair.
Essentially, every single one of these ships have a radar. Oh, I'm spotted? Spotted.
Radaring.
Oh, someone touches the cap? Radaring. Gdansk and Sevilla pairing is, Gdansk and Moskva pairings are also really strong too. Oh, God.
Those are super common in the competitive.
They are.
And yeah, like Gdansk always usually will eat a ban just because its ability to deny camps is absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Holland. I'm sorry, Holland.
Euro made to suffer.
Yeah, it's the only European one that's not in there. Made to suffer. Like
And
legendary
that is,
Smaland, like the one with the gun, like the better like keel. That's nice, but it just, eh.
so yeah, so you have no radar, but that's okay. That means it doesn't have to be like an overpowered ship. But the issue is Holland is a brick.
Mm-hmm.
She takes hits very often. Your gun power is kind of limited to close range, and your AA specialty is well, it's AA specialty. It doesn't do anything in the game, so you
Well,
don't have a CV.
The thing is that, well, yeah. So like you said, if there's not a CV there, it doesn't really do anything. It does help against like the Dutch airstrikes. It does help with that, or like like hybrids. But the thing is, with the introduction of CVs like the Essex, the Shinano, the Nakamov, essentially CVs that can kind of ignore the anti-air because like, oh well, their anti-air mechanics their play mechanics don't really match the norm. The Holland's
They don't have
essentially
reserves.
worthless. Yeah. So Holland can shoot them out all day and it doesn't matter. They can keep coming back with more and more and more. And with the ocean as well. Yeah, ocean's also part of that too.
Holland also, like the torpedoes, they're nice. They hit out to 15 kilometers, but they don't do much damage. So you just are stuck with a destroyer that's only tanky on paper and can't really do too much damage.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, unfortunately made to suffer.
Yeah, unfortunate. All right, so Tromp. Good?
Useful niche, average.
Yeah. I can see that, yeah.
I mean, she has everything, but just not much in terms of destroyer.
Essentially, with the guns, essentially any gunboat destroyer can outgun the Tromp.
You'll have no smoke and only emergency boost to kind of get you out of trouble, which is not much.
It isn't. Your only defense is your really strong concealment. That's your only defense.
But it is pretty good for farming, and those airstrikes, well, you're making airstrikes good again, so yeah.
And you master the art of the deal. Vampire 2.
It can either go in good or useful average. Issue is the smoke is not great.
I feel like it's almost meh because that smoke, yeah, it's cool, but it also you can't turn it off. So you're kind of like, oh, I know where you're going, vampire. You just see it running around. Like, if you could turn it off, I feel like it could be like good, but
if you can turn it off, it would be excellent because then you have all the upsides of the daring.
Honestly, I'm just putting it in meh. Like, yeah, it has a 5-kilometer hydra with that crawling smoke, but like, eh.
So you have 5-kilometer hydro, you have 5.8 concealment, you have better DPM than daring. So 3 very important advantages. It's just that smoke absolutely backfires in
It
too many
backfires
situations.
100%.
So I would put it in useful niche, average. Honestly, average. Useful niche is because Lamau Leaf in trains.
True.
And soon to be
And
Adalbert
Prince
train.
Adalbert when that comes out.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, we'll be doing that. La Pampa, made to suffer. Sorry. I hate this thing. Like, it's just 10.5 kilometer torps in a meta of 12 kilometer radar? No. A lot of torps, you can just spam out tons of them. But with the meta of it being 10.5 kilometer torps with a 12 kilometer radar meta, yeah, no.
And if you run into a radar, if you run into any destroyer, they win the gunfight. Like, she's legit the worst destroyer in a gunfight. Even Smaland will beat her. That's how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
So you're heavily reliant on torps to hopefully even the fight.
I feel
And
like
against some
Smaland
destroyer
would
guys-
literally beat every destroyer.
It beats every standard destroyer, just not the gunboats like Kleber or
Oh yeah,
Delny.
true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right. Moving on. Alvaro.
Bozo.
Which one?
Bozo can be an average. It's a funny ship with that burst fire. The thing is, everything else is just mediocre or not really noteworthy.
All right. Time to do some Euro supremacy. Gdansk, Smaland, Ragnar.
Ragnar goes on the lower end.
Damn, I guess Ragnar really is underpowered. Guys, we're gonna have to buff it, man. Damn.
So Gdansk has smoke to help disengage. Smaland is just mostly can really just stick to fighting other destroyers. Ragnar kind of needs that it really wants to do more long range farming. The niche where it doesn't actually use its radar. The radar is good for catching destroyers in the late game or the super early game, but you don't do anything with the mid game. And the issue is that she's a brick and she only gets 3 heals, so that goes by pretty quickly.
Kleber, Lushun, Hoffmann.
Yep, that's fine. Hoffmann is, I would put it between excellent and good because I think her handling is just not good enough. Like, she takes damage too easily.
All right, so let's see. What can we rotate around here?
Marceau should go up. Laffey is Laffey is good.
I'm just
but the
moving
problem
it.
is,
I'm just moving the list.
yeah, Marceau goes up there because, well, she still has pretty dang good DPM, even if it's harder to use than Kleber. Laffey should go kind of in middle. I would say above or below the Sherman. Either one's fine.
It's gonna be above. Sherman can kick its ass, so yeah.
Laffey's meant to just tank damage. She isn't terribly good at dishing it out herself. I would put Daring above Laffey.
I feel like the Burrows and Laffey are very similar, so just put them next to each other. I think this looks right. Marceau, Sherman, Daring, Laffey. Yeah, this is fine.
Close enough.
Okay. Also, if you guys are, what are we doing? We did finish the list, so now we're going in and rating the tiers themselves. So, but yeah, if you guys have if you guys have your own tier list you want to do, write down in the comments what ship of yours would be in what slots and why. And me and SAT will be looking at those in the comment sections as well. So, all right. So, Euro supremacy, excellent, good is done. Average and useful niche. All right. So let's see.
Grozovoi goes above YY.
All right.
YY is, I would put her as second just because she has that unexpected radar can mean a difference between a almost kill and a kill. And if you let YY go unchecked, those deep water torps will aptly destroy everything.
Yeah, 100%.
Haurgumo unfortunately goes on the lower end just because her ballistics are bad. Like the problem is just that her ballistics hasn't really kept up well enough with the meta. Like everything's going faster in tier 10, everything's more heavily armored, and Haurgumo's just crying in the background.
That is unfortunate for sure. Poor Haru. Just crying.
Yeah, she's still, I mean, you can still buy her and then research bureau her, reset her again. So she still has that useful niche. It's kind of unfortunate though. Gearing would go lower as well because her only real niche is for div stat padding. You basically, the CL needs to farm something, give it smoke, watch him get his 300k damage.
With that new assist ribbon coming in, Gearings will be farming for days for sure with those. Oh yeah, tons of assist ribbons.
Combat scout for life.
Yep. What about Hull?
So Hull is, you can go, I would put a little bit higher than let's see, I would say above Vampire 2. Those cruiser guns are absolutely like great at citadeling, and it has the emergency engine boost to like constantly dodge. The HE DPM is actually fine too. It's just that, well, you're mostly for damage farming.
Mm-hmm. So we have Grozovoi, YY, Z42, Shima, Tromp, Barbiano, Alvaro, Hull, Vamp, Gearing, and Harmy. You think this looks good for the average / niche?
I mean, you can put Hull above Bozo, but we're starting to get nitpicky. The ships down here are like, they're close enough. You don't need to order them exactly.
Druid can beat Kaba.
Elbing, I like Elbing more than a Delny.
The legendary Elbing is really good. You can do a massive amount of damage with legendary Elbing. You just don't. It's just got extinct because it's essentially a cruiser and a destroyer slot. So you don't see it around because if you bring an Elbing, you're essentially nerfing your own team. Yeah, you're nerfing your own team at that point.
I would put Delny above Druid. Delny has just better survivability, and then those torps actually do stuff every once in a while.
They did buff those, so yeah, that's true.
Yep.
All right, so C52 just bottom. That thing just that poor thing.
The thing is, even the made to suffer ships can still put in work. It's just that Z52, there's a lot of more work you have to do to make her niches useful. La Pampa I would actually put worse, just because she is literally a slot machine. And she's not even a great slot machine at that. You're literally, like, if you manage to torp entire wave, and then you get to use a reload booster, then yeah, you can get amazing games. But in most other situations, like the practical ones, then you just outright lose them. It's not even a close contest.
Mm-hmm.
So just not a very good ship. And people who only look, it's really just a noob trap to see who can read stats and who can't.
Yep. All right, so that is our tier list for the tier 10 best destroyers for 2025. If you guys have any questions, let us know. But yeah, it was a really fun tier list to make. I don't think we'll be making one for CVs and subs. I don't really, yeah, because we would all put them in the garbage tier because we all don't like those. So yeah, maybe we'll see. But anyway, also if you guys did not know, I do have a YouTube membership brought to you by World of Warships, where for 99 cents, in the link in the description, you are able to get a super container mission for once a month. The mission is for 10 battles, pretty easy to do, and you support me with the 99 cents, and you get a super container. So I'd greatly appreciate if you guys would do that membership. It does help me out tremendously if you do. But make sure you guys put in the description, in the comments, what destroyers, where you would put them on your list, your favorites, or the ones that you hate. If you guys agree with us or you don't, if we're cooking or we're not cooking. But yeah, just let us know. This is more of like a fun tier list, so kind of like memeing around a little bit. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.